Are you next to be hired? Hi, my name is Gerald, and I run a program that actually helps people who are currently looking for work to get hired. Now, we're not looking for anybody. We're looking for those who are interested in actually working in their dream job, and they're willing to put in the time in order to do the work to become the person that they need to be for their next role. We mostly work with senior leaders and executives in our program. If you are interested, type hired in the comments. Now, I want to give you some tips that you can use right away in order to improve your chances of getting hired. But before we do that, there is an understanding of the environment as to why most people are getting rejection letters when they're applying for roles online. You see, when you're applying for roles online, there's 8,000 to 10,000 people applying for the same exact role. Why would they choose you over someone else? And that all boils down to three things that we're experiencing inside of this current market. Number one, experience. Back in the day, your experience would drive opportunities for you, but that's no longer the case. You can have all the experience in the world, but if you can't translate that experience into actionable skills, you're not going to be marketable. Number two, we would say it's who you know. So as long as you know all of these different people who are in higher levels in the organization, you're sure to find a job, right? No, not the case. Those same people in this job market are trying to keep their own job, let alone trying to help you move up in the company. And then number three, and this is the most important, attention. This is an attention heavy environment. And what you do to grab attention is going to make all the difference of whether you will get hired in this market or not. And so it's not necessarily about who you know, but it's more about who knows you. So I'm going to go deep dive into just one of these principles just to give you an example of what I mean. Let's take experience for an example. You may have a lot of experience, but if that experience hasn't translated to you mastering a skill to help companies make money, then it's not going to provide you any value. For example, if I threw you in the pool and you didn't know how to swim, but you eventually was able to get out of the pool safely, yes, you learned that you didn't drown when I threw you in the pool, but did you really learn the skill of how to swim? Or if you learned how to swim this way, are you swimming correctly? See, a coach would actually start from the basics of how you learn how to swim so that when you get thrown in the pool, you know for sure how to swim back to safety. And I'm going to go a step further is if I'm creating a swim team, I'm not just looking for the fact that you know how to swim, but I also want to know how effective you are in your ability to swim to know if you would be a good fit for my team. That's what recruiters are doing today. They're finding the best fit for the company that will help them make money. And if you haven't positioned yourself or branded yourself in this way, you're going to have a hard time finding a role. And that's what our company teaches. We teach you how to be attractive to companies because of the immense skill that you have. It's just not being packaged and presented in the correct way. If you're interested in learning more, type hired in the comments and we will send you a link with some additional information so that you can get started with us. In addition to that, I wish you all the best in your future endeavors as you are looking to get hired. That's it. See you in the winner's circle.